Hello and welcome again to the Kittytone Records Super Cocktail Hour. It's good to be here, folks. We don't need that right now. Well, what do we have for you? This is the first episode, and we're using a nice, super cute camera. We have some very beat up things. We're going to, it's about 5 o'clock on Tuesday, the 22nd. We are going to make a cocktail, America. And every cocktail here at Kittytone Cocktails is made on the fly, just because we can, and we just like to. We just like to. So, so thanks for being here, folks. Thanks for being here. All right. So a couple things you need. A couple tools of the trade here at Kittytone. Of course, you need your measuring cup, of which we just leave the labels on. We never take them off. This, which you can stuff out, put your juices in there. We have a couple beat up limes. We have the great super squeezer extraordinaire, which I love. And let's just go ahead and squeeze some lime, shall we? I know you just. There we go. Squeezing those limes. These are beat up limes that do not want the juice. Come on, you can do it. Give me some juice. There you go. I like to make my lime juices. I don't know. I kind of mix it up. I mean, there's a lot of traditionalists out there in the world of things, and I'm not one of them. So, if you're looking for a traditional tiki cocktail show, turn the TV off right now. Just get off of YouTube. Should find something else, because I'm just not doing that. You know what I mean? So here we are, barely getting any juice of these beat up limes. And then, because my wife bought them and we haven't done anything with them yet, cuties. Why not? Let's just throw that juice in there too. Definitely more juicy than the limes that do not want to squeeze. So that'll give us some bonus orangey activity. And then we'll go through the tools of the trade here at Kittytone. Where all our cocktails are as good as the cats that we own. That's probably pretty good. Let's leave it at that. We'll leave that stuff later. Push water off on the hands. Of course, wash your hands, folks. It's important. Always. Again, I don't know. I just feel like making something. So what do you got there? You have a little bit of lime, and of course you've got orange. And we'll just, save that for another time. Well, let's pick some ingredients. Number 1, Pussers. Super yummy, super tasty. And by the way, the bottle is almost empty. We should kill that bottle. So we're going to mix some of that. We're going to mix that with a little bit of China, which is a French liqueur, orange liqueur from orange peels. You might say, Dan, you already have orange. That's true. We're just going to add more. You can never have enough orange. So we're going to have that. We're going to use a little bit of Cocolata Owl's Brew. This is a really yummy tea infusion super mix thing. It's super tasty. It's great in tiki drinks. Definitely pick it up if you can. It's very tasty. You can do that. We're going to add to the party a little Nassau Royale, which is a Bacardi, like a liqueur. It's kind of yummy. At first I didn't like it. I thought, oh my god, this is trailer trash rum. And you could probably call it that. But it can be good in small quantities. So we're going to do that. So that's our arrangement. And then we're going to add in to the party Luxardo's Amaro Bagno. Say that incorrectly. That's fine, because you can on the show. That's why it's so awesome. So that's going to be our contribution to this thing with a little bit of juice. We will then add macadamia nut syrup from the folks who do Orgat Works. Super yummy. Bottle does look disgusting. Sorry, it's just syrupy. But it's super yummy syrup. We'll add that. We may add a touch of maple, just because it's kind of fun to add to things. And we may add a touch of palm hula, which is pomegranate and pineapple juice, which is super tasty. We'll add a tiny dab of absinthe. We'll do a little bit of tiki mule bitters. And then this says cherry almond. It is not. That is going to be a little bit of St. Elizabeth Allspice Dram. Now, you might say, Dan, you need another rum in that component. You don't have really another strong, supportive rum to back things up. And I agree with you on that. We should get another rum. What's a supportive rum for all those rums? We need a supportive rum. Well, there we go. We'll use a little bit of one of my favorites. Bacardi 8. It's a very good rum. You know, I mean, if you're in the Midwest like I am and you can't find good rums, mostly because you're not in Kentucky, drinking with everybody on the Bourbon Trail, it's a good drink. This is a good rum. All right, so what are our ingredients of all these crazy things that we've shown you? And you think, gosh, that's a lot of ingredients. Actually, it's not. If you read the Dead Rabbit Manual book, whatever, from those guys in New York that make drinks every day, and they sell them for $30, it's actually not that many components. So first things first, let's take our shaker, grab some ice. There we go. We got ice. We don't do any fancy straining here at Kittytone. We just don't believe in that. Again, it's just keep it real. We are going to go 3/4, the 3/4 of our orange juice and lime mixture. Good job. Then we're going to go 1/4 of an ounce of habanero. And this stuff is actually pretty tasty. It's a little bit like of a all-spicy dramish. I try to get my measurements as accurate as hell possible, just because I like it to be accurate, if I can. It's also important to separate your alcohol and put your bottles together so that later on you can go back and go, what the hell was in that? That was really tasty. I'm a champion of 1/4 lately. So we're going to do 1/4 of a Nasu Red Ale. It has a little bit of almost like a vanilla in there. It's pretty tasty. Again, because we have orange in our juice, we're going to go just a 1/4 of the China. Nice. You're saying, God, that's a heck of a lot of work. You know what? When you're a cocktail enthusiast, there's no degree of work that you don't want to do. Pussers, we're going to go 1.5 ounces of pussers. Hell yeah, America. 1.5 ounces of the old pussers. Damn good rum. Then we're going to go with 1 ounce of Bacardi, giving this a flavor powerhouse, 2.5 ounces of rum. It's kind of the drink that says, welcome home, I've missed you. Al's Brew, we're going to go with a little more than 1/4. Just a tad more. Super tasty Al's Brew. The Pom Pom Hula, just a tiny smidgeness, just under the 1/4. A dab of maple, not a big dab, just a small schmaz a dip of that. Now, macadamia nut, we're going to up a little bit. Again, a little bit more than the 1/4, but not a full 1/2 ounce. I wish we could create a new measuring system for cocktails. I don't want to use teaspoons. I want to create my own metric. On the St. Elizabeth Allspice Dram, 1 drop. Boom. 1 drop there. Tiki Mules, we're going to do 1 drop there. Absinthe. I don't have a squeezer thing for this, so this is definitely trickier to apply. Oh yeah, it's my stomach saying you should really have a taco, and I don't have one. Come on. Come on, be nice to me. Cool. See, that's tricky. Now you got 16, and I don't want 16. Alright, that was probably 3. 3 more in here. Absinthe is like nuclear powered. Alright. We need a bigger glass because we have a bigger drink here. A lot of people get into their glasses, the types of glasses. I do not. Glass is a glass of a glass. Smell it? Ooh, smells angry, tasty. Ooh, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? It does. We need a little more ice on that, probably. And again, we just got home from work. We want to celebrate our existence. Let's try it, shall we? Wow. First thing you catch right away. What are we going to call this? Well, I tell you what's clashing. Nothing's clashing. But the China and Luxardo, the China and Luxardo Bagna, along with the Pussers, they're having a party in that glass right now, man. They're having a good time. And the Nasu Royale is like showing them, like, hey, man, VIP room this way. Macadamia nut servers and syrup, super yummy. It's almost Navy Grog-ish. It's very, that tiki spice that you like. Sometimes tiki drinks need like a volumizer. They need something in the middle to help them, I don't know, stand up a little bit. Because sometimes they're either way on the sweet, or they're too much on the spice, or they're not enough on the sour. I could put more juice in it. I kind of don't want to do that. I could put a dab of sweet or sour in it. Don't want to do that. I mean, it's sweet enough. May even have a little too much rum. But there you have it. Oh, name. That's a good question. Let's call that Kaneda's Big Day. You know why? Because we're watching Akira today. That's right. Thanks for watching. Episode 1. Making an old Kaneda's Big Day. Oh, we gotta check on Tetsuo.